Good day everyone, I'm Sarah May El Canimo from BSAD English 3A, and now I will discuss one of the genres of popular literature, which is the historical fiction. So, for our objectives, at the end of the lesson, the students are expected to define popular literature and historical fiction, enumerate the various subgenres of historical fiction, and analyze the elements of historical fiction to identify their differences. For our short recap about popular literature genre, it focuses on stories that are easily accessible and enjoyable for a large group of readers. So, one of the genre is the historical fiction. The historical fiction is a literary genre where the stories takes place in the past. By that, it blends fictional stories with real historical events, settings, and characteristics. These stories are set in the past, often during significant historical periods or events, and they use historical context to create a sense of realism and immersion for the reader. So, here is one of the examples of historical fiction. The Cady Wood Loan. So in this story, it takes place on 200 years ago. So Cady's family traveled in a carpet wagon across the Paris to settle at West. So this story is something that is truly happened back then, but not today. So now, let's move on to the subgenres of historical fiction, which is the biographical historical fiction. So this is a type of fiction that uses a real person from history as the main character, but the events in the story are fictionalized or altered from the person's real life. The goal is not always to tell the exact life story of the person, but to see their life as inspiration for a broader story. So one of the examples of biographical historical fiction is about Jose Rizal Youth. So Jose Rizal Youth showing his adventures as a student in Europe, but adding fictional relationships and experiences to create a more engaging story. So Rizal is a real person, but the details of his experience might be changed or added for the purpose of the story. A romantic relationship or an adventure that didn't actually happen in his real life might be invented, but the general context of his life would remain true. So the second subgenre of historical fiction is the historical adventures or mysteries. So these are the stories that use familiar plot structure like adventure, mystery, and romance, but they are set in a specific historical period. So the setting itself is a crucial part of the story. So it influences the challenges and conflicts faced by the characters. So, example is a mystery novel set in Manila during the American period. So, where a detective tries to solve a series of murders. The events are fictional, but the setting provides context and influences the details of the story, such as the methods of investigation, the types of weapons used, and the characters involved. Like for example, the American military officers, the Filipino police, and the civilians. So, the detective's challenges might be influenced by the limitations of technology during that time. The third subgenre of historical fiction is alternate history. So this is a type of fiction that imagines what would happen if a significant event in history had been changed. It experiments with altering a specific point of history and examining the possible outcomes. Like for example is the Japanese won World War II in the Philippines. So the story would investigate the possible events if this had happened. such as changes in the countries like politics, economy, and the culture. So how might the language, the education system, or the traditions be different if the Philippines had been under Japanese rule? So last subgenres is the historical effects or sagas. So these are the novels that span a long period of time, often following a family or community over several generations. So they showed a broad view of a specific period in history and how events influence the lives of the characters. So one example of the saga is the a family of farmers in the midst of the Philippine Revolution. So it shows their experiences and changes in their lives due to the events that occurred. So the story would focus on the family, but the historical events, for example, battles, changes in government, or reforms, it would be part of their experience. So we would see how their lives were affected by the larger events happening in the country. Next is the 5 elements of historical fiction: the setting, characters, plot, dialogue, and the conflict. So let's start with the setting. So the setting of the historical fiction, so it is the most important aspect of historical fiction novel because it depiction of the time period, location, and the environment must be accurate and detailed to provide the correct context for the story. So this goes beyond simply mentioning the year and place. It involves bringing the details to life, the buildings and the clothing, the transportation, the culture, and the daily lives of the people of that era. So the setting isn't just a backdrop. It is an active participant in the narrative. So the second one is the characters. So the characters can be real person, historical figures, fictional creations, or a blend of both. Crucially, their actions, speech, and attire would be accurately reflect the era in which they live. So the costumes, beliefs, in the social structures of the period of time must be considered to create believable characters. So next is the plot. The plot in historical fiction is a combination of real events and fictional events. So you can invent characters, places, and events, but they must still make sense within the period of time. So the event should be interconnected and have a logical flow. So next one is the dialogue. So the dialogue must authentically reflect the time period and the social standing of the character speaking. So the vocabulary, the idioms, and the styles of speech should be appropriate to the era. Using language anachronistic to the period can undermine the story credibility. So lastly is the conflict. So in this, the conflict, the problems, and the challenges faced by the characters should be conflicts that people of that era would realistically encounter. So these conflicts can be social, political, or economic, but they must be consistent with the context of the time and place. Conclusion, good historical fiction isn't just a story set in the past. It's a story that demonstrates a deep understanding and respect for its time and culture. All elements like setting, characters, plot, dialogue, and conflict must work together harmoniously to create a believable and engaging narrative. That's all for my report. Thank you.